Why aren't you on the screen? Where's your picture? Well, to be honest, the thing that I put my phone on to like hooks to and points at me is in the car. And I'm too lazy to go get it. So that's why there's no video right now. Anyways, Space Jam. Original Space Jam director not impressed with a new Legacy sequel. LeBron ain't Michael. LeBron ain't Michael. First of all, I'm not going to watch the new quote-unquote Space Jam. I'm sorry, I'm not going to watch it. I don't like LeBron James. I don't want to see my childhood destroyed by LeBron James. Michael Jordan was a person who appealed to just about everybody in the United States of America and the world. Everybody loved him, regardless of if he was slaughtering your team in basketball, like he did my Phoenix Suns in the early 90s, who had just lost another NBA championship. So I'll wait another 30 years for them to lose another. Just, that seems to be the pattern. But I digress. The point is, Joe Pytka, the commercial film director who helmed the original Space Jam, was not impressed with its LeBron James-led sequel. As first reported by TMZ, who reached out to the director for his opinion on the recently released Space Jam: A New Legacy, Pytka found the film so boring that it took him 5 separate viewing sessions to finish watching the 2-hour-long Warner Brothers ad. According to the director, the film's main weakness is that while Jordan, at the time of the original Space Jam's production, was one of the biggest celebrities in general, James's current role... Oh my word, I can't read today. James' current sole claim to fame is his position as one of the top basketball players in the world. The truth is that LeBron ain't Michael. LeBron James doesn't have charisma. He's not a charismatic person. He's divisive. He left his team that drafted him, that was his state's team, to go to South Beach. I'm taking my talents to South Beach, alienating a bunch of them who burned his jersey. Then he went back to Cleveland and said, I'm returning home. And then he promptly left for Los Angeles again. Michael stayed there in Chicago for most of his career. And then, we won't talk about when he went to the Washington Wizards after he had retired for the second time. But for the most part, he stuck with the team that drafted him. He wasn't going to go anywhere else, at least not until he owned the team, like he did the Washington Wizards. My point is, people liked Michael Jordan, and they hate LeBron James. He is the worst. However, LeBron's lesser star power compared to Jordan was only one of Pytka's issues with the new film. Comparing the plot of his film to A New Legacy, Pytka observed that the sequel failed to give audiences a personal connection to James, converse to how the original explored the Chicago Bulls superstar's personal life in the wake of his retirement from the NBA in favor of joining the MLB. He also asserted that his original Space Jam boasted a far superior supporting cast, and then current NBA stars such as Charles Barkley, Patrick Ewing, and Muggsy Bogues, and co-star Wayne Knight and Bill Murray. I forgot about the best one of them all, Sean Bradley, everyone's favorite NBA superstar, Sean Bradley. And also Larry Johnson in it, come on. But anyways, yes, Charles Barkley, Patrick Ewing, and Muggsy Bogues were far more famous in the 90s than anybody in the new one. Yeah, and had Bill Murray in it. And Larry Bird was in it too, jeez Louise. And Newman. So many greats. Further noting that he could not remember one thing any of A New Legacy's cast did. Oh my word. I'm not saying that look at that is scary. I'm not saying Space Jam was perfect, but it won that. He's not angry, so the director's not angry about A New Legacy's existence. He just thinks it sucks. And I'm not going to watch it, guys. I'm not going to watch it. But my brother turned it on. He and his wife said, oh, let's watch it. Let's see if it's any good. And his wife, who, I love you as a sister-in-law, I love you as a sister, but does not have the best taste in movies. Usually. She would like crappy stuff. Could not stand it. Neither could my brother, and so they turned it off. So there you go. Let's stop making sequels. Space Jam only worked because Michael Jordan was Michael Jordan. No star in the NBA is ever going to be that huge. There are far too many diverging interests in the world today that it's very hard for a star in one field to permeate pop culture in general, so much that he can carry a movie like Space Jam. Michael Jordan was utterly unique. There will not be another. There might be someone as good as him at basketball, who dominates basketball, but they won't be as charismatic as him. They won't be able to pervade pop culture as much as he did, because that was a once in a lifetime thing. Honestly, I don't see it happening again to that level, because we have the internet, we have streaming, we have podcasts, we have things that people are able to follow their specific interest. And so not everything impacts everybody in the same way. There were very few people in the 90s who didn't know who Michael Jordan was. If you said, hey, do you know who Michael Jordan is? Yeah, he's a basketball player. I don't think the same thing can be said going forward. There are plenty of people who don't know who Kevin Durant is, or Anthony Davis, or even LeBron. As popular and as known as he is, he's not Michael Jordan.
Explosion! Fly Fox!